Are you thinking about buying the Beis Weekender bag? Well, don't buy one until you watch this video, because I was so glad that I did not get the bag after my recent trip. Here's why. Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. This channel mainly focuses on intentional consumption. I want to only spend my time and money on things that are beautifully made, well crafted, and practical. If you are looking for highly curated products that will enhance your life and work, I hope you will join me on this channel. So as I started to travel more, I was in the market for a tote bag with a lot of space to fit random travel things like my neck pillows, extra clothes, or shoes, or just random things that couldn't fit in my suitcase. So last year's Nordstrom anniversary sale had these gorgeous travel pieces from Beis, and I was immediately drawn to them. But one of the things I love to do is to research the heck out of it. So I went down on this review rabbit hole. I saw so many positive reviews about the Beis Weekender bag. There were articles about how much they love their Weekender bag, and they say that it's a must buy. In addition to that, the Beis Weekender bag, they just photograph really well. There were overwhelming amount of mesmerizing pictures of influencers with their matching pastel colored suitcase and weekender bag. It was very, very tempting. But as someone who has fallen into buying things based on social media recommendations, I definitely had a couple misses, like my always pan. I'll talk about that in another video. That's the problem with influencer promoted products, is that they are beautiful to look at and great for making content, but a lot of them don't focus on the practicality or craftsmanship. There are three things that I haven't really heard many influencers talk about the Beis Weekender bag. By the way, I decided not to buy it, so I can't really judge the craftsmanship aspect of it, but I can tell you that the three deal breakers are more around the practicality of the bag. So on my way back from my trip to Spain, I ran into a lady who is about my size, and she had her Beis Weekender bag. Because she was on my flight, we ended up having a conversation about her experience with her bag, and she validated all my concerns. So the three deal breakers when it comes to practicality with the Beis Weekender bags are the weight, it doesn't fit under the seat, and the structure of the bag. So when I was researching for a tote bag, I want something that's relatively light. When I saw that the Beis Weekender bag is 3.86 pounds empty, I was so surprised. That's pretty heavy. The other bag that I was looking at was the Tumi Voyager Just in Case Tote. In terms of weight, the Tumi comes in around 0.7 pounds empty, which is 4 times lighter than the Beis Weekender bag. I just don't see that many influencers talk about the weight. Or a lot of them, they just kind of diminish the concern of the weight by simply saying that you can just put the bag on top of your suitcase. This is not true. Yes, there is a trolley sleeve that allows you to fit it over your luggage handle, but the problem is the bag does not fit under the seats. And what that means is that you have to treat it as a carry-on. And for most airlines, you can only bring one carry-on and one personal item. So the personal item must fit under the seat, and the carry-on needs to go into the luggage compartment. So since the Beis Weekender doesn't fit under the seat, so that means it have to go over the luggage compartment. So you will not be able to put your Weekender bag on top of your regular carry-on. If you wanted to bring your Weekender bag, that means you have to carry the bag across the airport on your shoulder. When the bag is almost 4 pounds empty, by adding all the stuff, it's gonna be really heavy. And that was exactly what the lady was complaining about it too. She said she really regrets buying the bag, and it's just so heavy. She has to lug it around the airport, which is the part that requires you to do the most amount of walking. Not from your car to the check-in, but it's from the check-in to your gate. Oh yeah, and the bathroom. If you bring just the Weekender bag, are you going to put on the floor? It's probably going to be too heavy for you to hang on the bathroom door. I think there is a way to get around this by bringing a rolling suitcase that fits under the seat. But what happens is that you're limiting the amount of your carrying capacity. So I'm going to do a kind of quick side-by-side math to compare the capacity. So I'm going to use the unit of liters. That's usually how, backpacks are being measured. But the idea is that you can kind of have a tangible numbers to see the difference between taking a weekender plus a under the seat rolling suitcase versus taking the Tumi Just in Case, which is the one that I have, and a regular carry-on suitcase. So the Weekenders measures at 48.5 centimeters with 25 centimeter depth and 40 centimeter height. And the website says the capacity is about 49 liters. I have a Samsonite spinner under seater that I know it fits in most of the airplanes, and I'm gonna use it as a way to compare the capacity. The inner dimension of the under seater measures at 15 inches width, 8 inches depth, and 13 inches height, which comes out to be about 26 liter capacity. So the combination of the Weekender plus the under seater is 75 liters versus my Tumi Tote is 23 inches width, 9 inches depth, and 14 inches height, which is about 47 liters in capacity. Since when it's closed, it's not in a box shape, so I am gonna arbitrarily deduct 5 liters just for the sake of kind of making it fair. And the carry-on suitcase, 20 inches width, 9.5 inches depth, and 13.5 inches height, which is about 42 liters in capacity. So the combo of my Tumi Tote and Samsonite 20-inch carry-on suitcase comes out to be about 84 liters total. So that means it's 9 liters more than the Weekender bag plus undersea spinner combo. And this is me deducting 5 liters from my tote just because I wanted to just make it fair. So I know when I'm traveling, I definitely wanted to have more space than less space in case when I wanted to buy something on my way back. So for me, my Tumi Tote plus my 20-inch carry-on suitcase makes more sense. So technically, the dimension of my Tumi Tote is similar to the Weekender bag. As a matter of fact, it's actually slightly wider than the Weekender bag. But this is where my point number 3, the structure of the Weekender bag, I actually think is a disadvantage. Because my Tumi is so flexible, for this past trip, I was able to fit my leather backpack, my toiletry bag, my packing cubes of clothes, laptop, water bottle, 2 neck pillows, snacks, and shoes in my tote. Because of the flexibility of the shape, the bag was able to mold into the shape that I needed to be. So a lot of the reviews that I saw where people love to have that shoe compartment, I was able to put my shoes in a packing cube and able to put in my Tumi bag with no problem, and allowed me so much more flexibility. And because of that flexibility, I was able to kind of squeeze my tote under the seat with no problem. Versus the structure of the Weekender bag makes it too big to fit under the seat. Yeah, and this was something that the lady that I was talking to also validated. She could not fit her bag under her seat, especially when she has her bag filled. Maybe when it's a little empty, she can kind of squeeze it, but she said it doesn't really work. And again, she expressed her regret. So keep in mind that I do not have firsthand experience using the Beis Weekender bag, so I can't really comment on the craftsmanship, but I have read reviews where people talk about their strap will break because the weight of the bag. I read few reviews that talked about that, so I'm not sure how common it is. Maybe they just had a defective product, so I can't really comment on the craftsmanship. But I can definitely tell you that I love the Tumi Just in Case Tote. The craftsmanship is excellent. I've been abusing the crap out of this bag. I pretty much just kick the bag under the seat, and when it gets dirty, I can just wipe it up because the handles feel really sturdy, the zippers feel very smooth, and because it's double zipper, I'm able to really maneuver my bag even if I overstuff it. I love this Tumi bag so much. So let's talk a little bit about the price comparison. As for the price, the Beis Weekender bag comes in at $108 full price versus the Tumi Just in Case Tote comes in at $150 full price. So the Tumi is definitely more expensive, and especially when you kind of think about the Tumi is just this packable little tote and it should be cheap. It does have a little bit of leather tab in the strap section, but other than that, there's no leather. So you might wonder, why is it so expensive? But I can definitely tell you that I am very happy with the tote. I used it 3 or 4 times at this point now, and it fits all my overflows. It's really durable. Nothing has come loose. I don't treat it preciously. I kick it under the seat. I definitely feel comfortable recommending the Tumi based on my experience. So for some people, the Tumi may not be the right bag for you because the strap is pretty short. For me, it's fine. I do wish the strap is a little bit longer, but I did get lucky. When I bought the Tumi Tote, it was on sale for about $70. I would recommend that if you're interested in the Tumi Just and Case Tote, maybe check out secondhand because the longevity of the bag is so amazing. So probably if you find something secondhand, you'll be able to save quite a bit of money instead of paying the full price of $150, and you can get this really utilitarian bag. Anyway, I'm really glad that I did not buy the Beis Weekender bag. But the point of me making this video is to encourage you to think about how you're planning to use your weekender bag. For some of you, you might not care about the weight, or you may not be as concerned with optimizing spaces. The Beis Weekender bag, it is very beautiful. It's sleek, it's got gorgeous color. It is a very pretty bag, but unfortunately, it is not the perfect pretty bag for me. Also, let me know in the comments if you have a Beis Weekender bag and what are your thoughts. All right, I will see you next week. Bye!